The Philippine National Police supported the call of Interior Secretary Benjamin Abalos Jr. for police officers involved in the arrest of a police sergeant who yielded 990 kilograms of SHABU, worth $6.7 billion, to take a leave of absence pending investigation of the case. Likewise, the PNP backed Secretary of the Interior and Local Government call for the voluntary submission of leave of absence by PNP officers depicted to be directly involved in the arrest of Rodolfo Mayo, as seen in the CCTV footages. We believe that such is the most prudent thing to do by said officers to prevent them to influence the investigation at any stage. PNP Public Information Office Chief Colonel Rodrigo Moranin said in a statement, during a press briefing held at the DIL office in Quezon City, Abalos presented a CCTV footage on what transpired during the October 8, 2022 drug bust, where authorities seized 990 kilos of SHABU and arrested Mayo and 9 others. Abalos said the CCTV footage showed that some PNP officers were seen on the site on the day of the operation. The video was submitted to the fact-finding board headed by the National Police Commission, Vice Chairperson Alberto Bernardo. The police officers seen in the footage were Police Lieutenant General Benjamin Santos Jr., then Deputy Chief PNP for Operations, Brigadier General Narciso Domingo, Director of the PNP Drug Enforcement Group, Colonel Gillian Olanan, Chief of PNP Drug Enforcement Group Special Operations Unit Region 4A, Captain Jonathan Sissonko, Head of the PDSU 4A Arresting Team, Lieutenant Colonel Fo Ibanez, OIC of PDSU National Capital Region, Major Michael Angelo Salmingo, Deputy of PGSU NCR, Lieutenant Colonel Glenn Gonzales of Quezon City Police District, Lieutenant Ashraf Amarol, Intelligence Officer of PG Intelligence and Foreign Liaison Division, Colonel Harry Lorenzo, Manila Police District Moriones Station Commander, and Captain Randolph Pinon, Chief of PGSU 4A Intelligence Section. Marinon said the PNP will not tolerate any wrongdoing of any member of the organisation, regardless of rank and position. We will respect the proceedings and abide by the directives of the NAPOLCOM and other constituted authorities in this matter. Abalos said the concerned officers have a week to file their leave of absence, otherwise they would be suspended. It can be recalled that PNP Chief General Rodolfo Azarin Jr. ordered the creation of SITG 990 upon the recommendation of Domingo, who discovered that some of his men pilfered more than 42 kilos from the bulk of SHABU in the lending office owned by Mayo. The 990 kilos were confiscated. During the course of the investigation by the SITG, all possible pieces of evidence that could aid in the conduct of the further investigation, including CCTV footage, have been gathered to determine and identify all possible personalities involved in the said incident. The SITG has diligently and efficiently went over all the gathered sets of evidence in order to reach a logical conclusion. The SITG has conducted 21 case conferences for the past few months. The final report with recommendations has already been submitted to the Office of the Chief PNP. Be that as it may, the PNP is firm in its commitment and oath to be an organisation clothed with integrity and worthy of the people's trust and confidence. Meanwhile, Domingo denied any attempt to cover up the seizure of $6.7 billion worth of SHABU during an anti-drug operation in Manila City in October 2022. We assure you that there was no attempted cover-up here. If most people think that PDAG is covering up the wrongdoings of its personnel, Domingo told reporters in a press briefing held at the PG Annex at Camp. Domingo said he will comply with the order of Abalos for him to file his leave of absence to pave the way on the investigation on the matter. Based on the PDIG report, Mayo, then a member of the PNP Drug Enforcement Group Special Operations Unit in the National Capital Region, was arrested during a drug buy-bust operation in Quiapo, Manila on October 9, 2022. Seized from him were $13.6 million worth of SHABU. During the investigation, police said Atadero revealed that more illegal drugs can be found inside the Wealth and Personal Development Lending Office in Santa Cruz, Manila, which was owned by Mayo. Domingo said it was part of their tactical move in the bid to get bigger fishes, noting that he does not believe that Mayo can handle such a big stash of illegal drugs on his own. From the very start, I didn't believe that Mayo can handle a 990 kilo SHABU operation. That is why right after I was informed by Colonel Alonen, I immediately messaged the then Deputy Chief for Operation Lieutenant General Benjamin Santos Jr., as soon as Director for Intelligence Major General Acorda approved that we will use Mayo to locate the main source of his drugs. The chief PMP and TDC approved my proposal there. Domingo also said Mayo and Ibanez assured him that they can pinpoint another warehouse with much, much bigger stocks of illegal drugs. Following the filing of charges against Mayo and Atadero, Domingo said they conducted a counterintelligence operation and backtracked the personalities who frequented WPD, lending incorporation in Tondo, Manila, where the 990 kilograms of SHABU were stored. Domingo said they reviewed the CCTV footage, even before it was presented by Abalos to the public, where they saw some of their men stealing some of the drug haul. He said he immediately reported the matter to Azarain and Santos, which prompted them to form the Special Investigation Task Group 990 headed by Major General Eliseo Cruz. It was identified that 42 kilos of SHABU were missing. Domingo said he was ordered to cease and desist from any involvement in the probe, as those under investigation were his men. Had I not been stopped to investigate, we might have identified or charged others who were involved in the 990 kilograms of SHABU. If we are indeed in cahoots with the suspects, we should not have reported those whom we caught in the CCTV footage. We should have kept silent. As reported, the 42 kilograms of SHABU were surrendered and recovered on October 15, 2022 in an abandoned car parked along Boni Serrano Avenue in San Juan City near Camp Crame. Senior Sergeant Jerwin Rebazora and Massims Lorenzo Catarat were cited for contempt after lying over their involvement in the missing 42 kilos SHABU during a Senate inquiry last March. The two were caught on a CCTV camera carrying the illegal drugs, but they maintained they were eating at a nearby eatery when the incident happened. Another police officer, Colonel Roland Portera, said the two surrendered the 42 kilos of drugs. Domingo admitted that as seen in the CCTV footage presented by Abalos, they committed several lapses, but they can justify it, maintaining that they did that to get Mayo's cohorts. He said they will be sharing all necessary information to the National Police Commission, which was ordered by Abalos to conduct a separate investigation regarding the said operation. On March 26, the PNP and the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency destroyed the said 990 kilos of SHABU in Tres Matias, City.